It's time for DBI Live. Here are your hosts, Danielle and Joe.
Hi, I'm Danielle.
And I'm Joe. And we're double bagging it. Two best friends.
Zero butthole.
She has ulcerative colitis.
He has Crohn's disease.
And we both have
permanent ileostomies. And
Yeah.
boy, oh boy, are we excited to be here with you today. Yay!
Welcome to our first ever Laugh and Learn.
Not the first DBI Live.
Not the first DBI Live.
But the first DBI Laugh and Learn. And welcome to everyone who's joining us from Facebook, from YouTube, and from the glorious LinkedIn. Welcome all. We're super excited to be here. And boy, oh boy, do we have some amazing companies and some amazing advocates to join us today. Special guests.
Absolutely. We're always excited to bring people on to share information, share knowledge, whether it be on the latest in healthcare products and technologies, or just any information that's new to us.
Or just shenanigans.
Or shenanigans.
That's our specialty.
Wait, was that real. Shenanigans with an N?
Shenanigans or hoopnanigans. Okay, friends. So let's talk about it. We have four companies with us today. The glorious Stomagienics with the Stomagieni. We have OstoForm next. My gosh, you're going to love those seals and pouches. We have 10 Aces Medical. Have you heard of them? They're new to the market. Very exciting. Stick with them. They're going to stick with you. And we have Corsinel, who is brand new to the U.S. market. So this is going to be very, very exciting today.
That's amazing.
I thought you were going to do a little song and dance. I got excited there for a sec.
Me. I'll warm up.
We should not encourage these things. I was wrong. But anyways, we're going to have lots of times for questions. Each presenter is going to get 10 to 15 minutes. So in the comments of Facebook, of YouTube, of LinkedIn, wherever you're joining us from, go ahead and add your questions, your comments. We're going to pop those up to the screen to have our presenters answer them. If we can't get to all of them, we're going to bring everybody back at the end and do a big Q&A. So, get those questions ready. And what else? Oh, Linktree. We have a Linktree. So in all of the comments, that should be somewhere near the comments and all of these platforms. And I think we're going to add that to our bios later. Yep. And what's that?
It's right here on the screen.
There it is. You can plug that in yourself. But if you head over to this link tree, you're going to be able to find all of the information that you're going to see presented here today. So information on all these wonderful companies, ways to get free samples from a couple of them, and then just everybody's website, socials, just how to get a hold of us. So make sure that you check out the link tree, and we'll put that in different locations.
Yeah, and I'm going to jump in now with our requisite disclaimer.
Yes, please do.
Danielle and I are patients. Nothing that we say throughout this presentation should be construed as medical advice.
None of it.
Please consult with your doctor or care team for any of your medical needs.
That's right.
So
we're just here to bring some joy and information.
Speaking of joy,
yeah.
Do we have all of the information out? Are we all good on business?
I think so. Are you going to bring a special item to play?
Well, I don't want to have false advertising with Laugh and Learn. So
right.
We got to jump in with a laugh.
Well, just looking at us is funny enough. But yeah, so we have a special little
my sister Laura is always buying us poop-related things because she loves us and we love her.
Nothing says term of endearment quite like a poop item.
Our poop potty time joke book, and it's right up my alley because I love humor and I love dumb. And although
dumb or dung, I heard dung.
Yes, okay. The answer is yes.
Okay, yeah, let's hear it.
So here's a joke, Danielle, and it's being told by our little poop puppet. This is my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing. Because you know how you can tell the difference between me and this poop puppet book?
I don't.
He's got something I don't have.
A hole in the back. I gotcha. I got that. I got it, friends. I got it.
But Danielle, so the joke is, what do you do if you find a bear in your bathroom?
Well, since I'm terrified of them, poop my shirt. But what's the real answer?
Well, I think that's the realest answer we're going to find. But the funny answer is you let him finish, Danielle.
Oh, that's good.
Let him finish.
Without further ado, let's get to...
Or did you do?
Or that. But let's get the show on the road, shall we?
Yeah. So our first presenters up here are the wonderful Stomagienics. Teresa Johnson, COO, will be presenting for the company. And Stomagienics designs products aimed at enhancing life with an ostomy with a focus on creating solutions that make pouch changes easier and the process cleaner. Their mission is to ease the transition process, both physically and emotionally.
And just as a disclaimer, I do work for Stomagienics. I've been using the product for 5 years. I've been working there for just under 2. So I just wanted to throw that in there. And then special guest to be joining Teresa today is the wonderful Sierra Cabezas, known online as Barabug. You may see her cooking and amazing videos that I'm a huge fangirl of. But she's an ostomate with a passion for cooking, crafting, and camping. She shares her journey with chronic illness on Instagram by inspiring others to face their fears and demonstrating that it's possible to achieve a better quality of life despite complex medical conditions. So without further ado, let's bring these lovely ladies in. Hello,
Welcome,
Teresa.
Teresa, and welcome, Sierra.
Hello.
Welcome. We're going to step out and let you ladies take it away.
Awesome. Thank y'all so much. We're so excited to be here. Many thanks to everybody who's tuned in from wherever you are. This is going to be a really incredible, exciting event, very informative about different products that are in the market that are available to people that are living with ostomies. We are very excited to share our products with you and to better lives for people that are living with an ostomy. And thank you, Danielle and Joe, for putting this Palooza on. Your hard work in this is very much appreciated. I know it was a lot of work for you guys, and we are very grateful for everything that you do for the ostomy community. So to begin about our products, about our company, most people living with an ostomy can live a normal life. There are tools available that allow this to happen. The struggles that they face have solutions. And our product, Stomagieni, is one of them. My dad, Liney Guidry, struggled with changing his pouch. He had an ostomy. Whenever he would set up, he would have towels everywhere to catch the output. The whole process for him was very, very frustrating. It created a lot of anxiety for him from day one. And my dad, who was an incredibly brilliant, independent man, became extremely depressed and was a recluse as a result of his uncertainty as to what was going to happen with his pouch, because he wasn't exactly sure that he did everything right. So like I said, a lot of the anxieties around changing a pouch are unpredictable stoma leakage. You know, something may drip when you're trying to change that pouch and soil the whole area. Trapped effluent underneath that base plate that can cause future skin damage. And then the time that goes into changing a pouch can be very frustrating if you have to continue to do things over and over, not to mention the wasted, expensive ostomy supplies. Whenever you face these certain situations, emotions can come in such as extreme frustration, anxiety before, during, and after. And then, of course, depression, reclusiveness, fear to go outside because you're just not sure if you're going to have a leak. So Dad, being an engineer and with the grit and determination to overcome these issues, he just went to an Ace Hardware store and grabbed pieces and parts of different things and created the first Stomagieni. We saw an immediate change in my dad. He was back to normal. He was hitting the road, doing all kinds of errands, didn't hold back. He was fishing in the Gulf again like he did before. He was working out 4 days a week like he did before. It was literally a miracle because we were with him step for step throughout his entire medical journey. And it was all because of this device that he created. So knowing that these paralyzing physical and emotional struggles were community-wide, we as his family got to work and created the products that we're going to show you today. They are so simple, but they overcome so much. So they catch and absorb output from an exposed stoma. They allow for a controlled pouch change process, confidence. They make time for properly cleaning and treating that skin so that when you do put the next pouch system on, it's on pristine skin that's ready to anxiety surrounding pouch changes can be the difference night and day. It's time to empower people and give them the right tools to self-care. beginning day one and set them on a healthy path physically and emotionally. And our products do just that. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick demonstration just to show you how our products work. So I'm wearing a stoma simulator because I don't have a stoma. So what you'll do when you first start out is, of course, you're going to remove your pouch. But let me show you the Stomagienie just to begin with. So this is the cartridge. It's lined with the super absorbency. It's designed to swell, not gellify and fall out. So everything will go in here. It's extremely fast acting. And these come in 12 sizes to accommodate different fits and volume sizes based on your particular need. So what you're going to do, you're going to have everything ready, open to be able to grab. And then so you're going to carefully remove your pouching system as you're instructed to do. And then you're going to throw that away. Then you're going to take your Stomagienie, whatever size you prefer, and you're just simply going to place it over the stoma. Now, take a breath. There's no rush. There's no anxiety. There's no need to feel that pressure. Now you can examine your skin. You can treat your skin. You can clean your skin. You can dry your skin and treat your skin, crust, do whatever you need to do on your time, not stoma time. So then when you're ready to put the new pouching system on, you're going to have it ready to go. And this works with both a 1- and 2-piece pouching system. I'll show you the 1-piece, and you could probably just snap the pouch onto the 2-piece. So you're simply just going to tilt this forward, keeping it at the base, and you're going to look at your stoma and see when it's quiet. And whenever it is quiet, you're simply going to remove the Stomagienie and put the new pouching system on. Then you'll plug this and throw this away. No mess, nothing to clean up. Everything is contained inside of this Stomagienie, and you'll never know that it was even there. And then you can go on with your day. Another quick little product that we have is called the Secure Press. This is designed to press your base plate to your skin and press it evenly for a better seal. Then a lot of people ask, well, what if I need both hands? Or what if I only have one hand? Well, we have an answer for that too. We have our hands-free device. This clamps onto any surface, an end table, a desk, a chair, a wheelchair. And then this cup holder, which is to be the same size as the Stomagienie that you use, you simply slide it in there, put this in the direction that you need it, and press it against your stoma. And now you can change your pouching system with the use of just one hand or two hands. It's our goal to be able to give people the independence to be able to care for themselves safely and on their time and restore that confidence. Just really quick, our products are so simple. It doesn't mean that they aren't effective. They solve for a host of paralyzing challenges that can allow for a more confident and full life of adventure and hope. Creating Stomagienics was not a business decision, but it was a personal mission for our family. This became a calling to serve the ostomy community and those that care for them. And that's why we exist today. So what I'd like to do at this point is turn it over to Miss Sierra. She has an ileostomy, and she also works for Stomagienics, and we're so blessed to have her. And Sierra, I'll just let you go ahead and introduce yourself and what you'd like to say.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Sierra Cabezas, also known online as Barabug. And yeah, Danielle introduced me to the Stomagienie, and I loved it so much I had to get a job with the company because I believe in this product. And yeah, I love this Stomagienie. Okay, so how this helps me specifically, I've had my ileostomy for over 16 years. So I know people think, why would I need something new? I've been doing something a certain way for 16 years. But the amount of mess that this keeps from happening, I'm saving so many rolls of paper towels right now because it all just goes into there. And so for an example is I had a blowout the other night and I had a lot of output coming out. I need to get the new bag on. So by using this, I saved, again, tons of paper towels, tons of mess. Nothing got on the floor. Everything stayed nice and clean. And I love that. And then all I have to do is wait for a little lull of when the stoma is not so active, and then I get my bag on. But this keeps everything nice and clean. And another example is that I'm a big advocate of camping, and there are most of the times no restrooms for hundreds of miles around. So you got to keep this as clean and tight, and you don't want to waste water. You don't want to waste your other supplies. This guy just works so well. So I highly recommend that all patients, whether you're new or old to the system, you got to test these products out, all of the products, because you won't know how well it will work for you until you actually try it. Everybody is different, and that's a great thing, that we're all so unique. And that's why I always say test, test, test. You'll see me online. I literally test out every product I can come across because I want to know how it's going to work for me and how it may work for others. And then we didn't get to talk about the discharge kit yet. That's the newest thing we have, is a discharge kit where it comes with a Stomagienie in 10 different sizes. I wish I had this when I first came out of the hospital 16 years ago, because with your stoma changing in size, you got a whole box of Stomagienies in 10 different sizes. So it'll help graduate down as your stoma shrinks in size after surgery. It's hard to buy products up front in one size when you don't know what your stoma is going to end up being. So this really helps you graduate to the size that you eventually end up being. And yeah, again, I wish I had this, because the amount of supplies, a wafer is not cheap. A bag is not cheap. All the supplies that goes with it, it just adds up. And so the last thing you want to do is make a mess right as your new bag is ready to go on. So I think this, if I had this when I first got out of surgery, I think I would have saved like a pound of tears. Just so many tears and frustrations, because I'm allergic to all adhesives. So things were not working for me in the beginning, and I didn't know why. And something like this could have helped me understand what was going on a little bit better.
It's huge. That's huge, Sierra. And thank you so much for sharing that. We have a question from Stephen. Thank you so much for your question. Yes, Medicare does cover Stomagienie. It's available through all of the suppliers that people are aware of: Byram, Edge Park, 180 Medical, Medline, Cardinal, Comfort Medical, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So yes, it does pay for Stomagienie. The allotment is 30 cartridges per month, and we sell them in boxes of 10. So you can get up to 30 cartridges per month. And if your stoma is changing sizes, or sometimes it just likes to wiggle around and be a different size, you can order more than one size type within that order as well. Thanks for that question.
Yeah, and I would have to say as well, my insurance actually covers a lot of these products at 100%. So it's actually cheaper for me to order a Stomagienie than it is to grab a bunch of paper towels and napkins and such. So, I mean, why wouldn't I go for this choice?
And if for some reason somebody doesn't have insurance, it's available on Amazon as well as these other products. Well, awesome. If there's no questions, I'm going to turn it back over to Danielle and Joe. And again, thank you so much for this opportunity to share our products, and we welcome all questions.
Oh, but wait, there's more. I was just thinking to myself, I have my little, hold on guys, for anybody out there who has to carry all of your medical supplies around, let's just show everyone what I have every day. So I have like a drawstring bag, and then I got this off of Amazon, and just has my it just alerts anyone. It's like if I'm at a museum, I have to have this with me. I have my EpiPen, I have my Ostomy supplies, I have diabetes supplies. But anyways, in that little bag, this is how I started. And I said, I need to go work for them, because Stomagienie lives in every one of my little kits. So everything that I bring, this has 2 changes in it and 2 Stomagienies, because I've had to change my bag in some questionable places, but nobody's ever had to see the aftermath of it. So,
well, don't say nobody.
Well, I mean, if somebody goes in the trash and looks in there and they say, what's in that tube? You're going to find out, but that's okay, because that's called awareness. So thank you so much. Do we have any more questions?
No, there's no more questions right now. Lots of great comments. Everyone, we've got people tuning in from Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Everyone is here for us.
Filtering in. Yes.
Yeah, everyone. So thank you both so much for the presentation. I'm gonna move.
And if we get any more questions, we'll get those at the end. We kind of get them in a little slower, so they're filtering in. And so we'll make sure that we hit those at the end. So That was very awesome. Very awesome. That little product has saved me some from some interesting places. Let's talk about where I've changed my bagging is using a Stomagieni on a boulder while I was hiking. My most favorite place, because I had to change it twice in the same place. Buc-ee's, everyone loves a Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's on the interstate.
If nobody has had an opportunity to go to a Buc-ee's, Buc-ee's, look it up first of all. It's very fun. It's like the world's largest gas station, and they're popping up all over the U.S. And I'm talking like 100 pumps, 100 gas pumps. But for those of us with any kind of reason to need a bathroom more than others, so all of our IBD pals, Ostomates, they have the greatest bathrooms ever. We made it an entire destination point when we were on vacation for the first time when we were near one. We made it a stop on the map so that I can enjoy the glorious. I'm talking like 30 bathrooms, the cleanest ever.
Bathrooms are a destination point.
They're life-giving.
I know. I spent many years traveling up and down I-71 between Columbus and Cleveland, and I marked off, and you can mark this. Although it's 20 years since I really made that regular trip, but exit 204, there was a Flying J's truck stop there at exit 204, and
there's an incident.
That was my destination toilet.
Oh yeah, like I always have my favorite toilets. Like everywhere I go, I'm like, oh, that's a fan favorite. Yeah, that's a fan favorite. So I'm sure many people can understand that. Whether you have a butthole still or not, you could still appreciate a good bathroom.
Absolutely, you can.
Cool. Someone's saying they're loving this Palooza so much. Don't know who it is. It just says LinkedIn user. So thank you, whoever you are. That's awesome to know. Let's keep this party going, shall we, Joe?
Yes, we shall.
Alrighty.
Moving on, our next wonderful company coming up here to present is OstoForm. Maureen Corley from OstoForm. OstoForm are focused on enhancing the quality of life for ostomates through innovative, practical solutions. The company's patented Flow Assist technology was developed to combat leaks and protect peristomal skin. They introduced the Flow Assist seal to the U.S. market back in 2021, and it has quickly become a game changer for stoma nurses and ostomates alike. They've just recently launched the Flow Assist 2-piece pouch, which integrates their patented Flow Assist technology into baseplate design.
That's right. And just a little fun fact, on the linked tree that we spoke of earlier, you can find the sample landing page for OstoForm and for Stomagienics. So make sure you get that. And then joining Maureen today, we have the awesome Holly, also known as Stoma Babe online. Super exciting. And Holly is a 30-year-old journalist who balances her career with the joys and challenges of being a mother to one-year-old daughter, Scarlett. She's adorable. Since being diagnosed with colitis in 2020, Holly has faced significant health challenges, including an emergency stoma operation in 2021 and a proctectomy surgery in 2022. Throughout her journey with chronic illness and hidden disabilities, she has shown courage and resilience, sharing her experiences on social media to raise awareness and support others who may be facing similar struggles. So let's
bring them in here.
Hey everyone. I don't know if you can see my face, but I'm sharing the screen.
We can see you.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1 second. Let's get Holly in with us.
We're doing our behind the scenes magic here. There we go. Holly and Maureen.
Welcome. We're gonna drop down and put your presentation up. Take it away.
Great stuff. Hi everyone, and thanks Danielle and Joe. Thanks for having us. We're really excited to be here this evening and this afternoon in the US. I'm based in Ireland, Holly's in the UK. So I'm just going to jump in on these few slides, just give you a quick background about OstoForm and our Flow Assist technology. So to give you a quick background about the company, OstoForm was co-founded by our CEO, Kevin Kelleher. He has a PhD in biomedical engineering, and he has also over 15 years experience in medical device innovation. So Kevin participated in a Stanford affiliated incubator program here in Ireland, and he was tasked with finding a solution to unmet clinical needs. And it was there where he witnessed the prevalence of skin complications amongst ostomy pouch users. And this is how he noticed a major issue, that ostomy appliances fail due to adhesive breakdown. This inspired him to go and design Flow Assist. So I'll just show you a visual aid to give you an idea of what Flow Assist is. So in this visual aid, this is the Flow Assist seal. The Flossus Seal is like any other barrier ring that you guys would be familiar with. The only thing is it has this integrated piece. It's a non-absorbent piece. Naturally, your eyes would be drawn to the spout. People think of Flossus and think of, oh, it's this, the barrier with the spout. But it actually has a couple of other functionalities. So the main thing that you're looking at here is from 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock. It's designed to protect the adhesive itself from excessive absorption and erosion. And the spout itself is designed to direct the output into the pouch. It's simple but effective. But essentially, yeah, it does, studies have shown that it helps protect the skin, helps prevent leakages. And I'll just go on to a demonstration here. And funnily enough, this is a mannequin that we use at exhibitions that we attend. And we've christened him Paddy, a nice Irish name. So Paddy is demonstrating the difference between a regular barrier ring and the Flossus Seal. So the regular barrier ring is there on the left, the Flossus Seal is on the right. This image was taken on day 1 of the exhibition. And in the next one, you can see this was taken on day 3. So you can see there's a massive difference between the regular barrier ring and the Flossus Seal.
Sorry, Maureen, we're not seeing the slides progress.
We're just seeing,
okay. That's strange. Yeah. Okay, 1 second now.
We're like, we can, if you maybe hit presenter view, we're still seeing him like lined up.
Okay, right. 1 second now.
Okay, now we saw it change.
Now we see the torso slide.
Yes, so this is Paddy. Yeah, maybe I'll just present in this view. It might be easier to avoid any issues, but
that's fine. Whatever you need to do. Okay, we'll be quiet.
So this is Paddy. He's, like I said, he's demonstrating the difference between a regular barrier ring and the Flossus Seal. And this image right here shows the difference on day 3. So you can see here the regular barrier ring is already broken down. The Flossus Seal is still intact and directing the output. I'll just jump back here quickly to show you the concept because you couldn't see it. So I was saying you're normally drawn to the spout itself. But like I said, it's designed to protect, the adhesive itself. So there from 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock, you can see that it's protecting the adhesive as well. The image, sometimes it might look like it's a hard kind of polymer, but in fact, it's actually soft and flexible. So yeah, these are our products. They are the Flossus Seal and the Flossus 2-piece pouch. It's worth noting that the Flossus Seal is compatible with 2- and 1-piece pouching systems, flat and convex. So you can use it with your favorite pouching system. You don't necessarily have to use a Flossus pouching system with it. Our Flossus 2-piece pouch was just launched there a few months ago in the US. It's just come out in the UK in the last month. The Flossus 2-piece pouch, it's got the integrated Flossus in the base plate itself. So before I hand you over to Holly, I will just go through a few testimonials here. So we have just a few of them, some of many. This one here from Mary in the USA. She says, I want to thank all those involved in the creation of Flossus. It has really changed my life. Jackie in Ireland, she was telling us about issues she had. She was very sick. She said she was very sick in hospital and unable to move. She got bed baths, but the bag was left in place for 5 days. And when it was eventually removed, her skin was fine. No burns or leaks after lying flat for 5 days. Janetta in the USA was saying she was having leakages multiple times a day, sometimes every 15 minutes. And she can now get 5 to 7 days wear time using the Flossus Seal. And Howard said he wants to thanks from the bottom of his heart for this project. I hope it offers... I hope that others in his situation will find about these in order to bring peace of mind to them. So that's really it. I'm going to hand you over to Holly. If there's any questions you have about the products, please feel free to reach out to us. You can get free samples on our website. I'll just pass you over to Holly now. Just stop sharing. And again, if you have any questions for us, please do feel free to reach out. Thanks, Holly, for being here. Holly's been using the Flossus Seal for quite some time now. Holly, could you share with us what your experience with Flow Assist has been like?
Yeah, so also I just wanted to quickly say, following on from the Stomagienics, like, oh my God, as was mentioned, I have a 1-year-old and I had her via C-section last year. And when I had my C-section, I literally couldn't move, sit up at all for a whole week. So obviously doing stoma bag changes when you can't move and you're laying in a bed is horrific. And I had to get my partner to help me, and we didn't have anything like that, like to hand. So it was just an absolute, it was a well, a S show. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was really bad. And if I'd have had that, it would have been such a game changer. So I'm so amazed that I've seen that product, and I definitely want to give that a try because it looks amazing. So I just
Yeah,
wanted
it is.
to just say that. It's just like, yeah, if you're having a baby or abdominal surgery, you know, and obviously when I had my emergency op as well and I couldn't move for a long time, I was in hospital for 2 months, and I only really got mobilized towards the end of that stay. Like, that, something like that in hospitals would have been just like amazing. So that's a brilliant product. Yeah, but with the OstoForm, you know, when I tried a sample of that for the first time, I wasn't really expecting too much, because, you know, as with anything, you try something and you always kind of think like, oh, is it going to work, is it not going to work? But I remember just like noticing that usually when I use a regular seal, after maybe a day or two, I start to get that itch, that kind of, you know, like, you know, that the seal is kind of breaking down and things are starting to come out from the bag around the skin. And it was really weird when I tried the OstoForm, like, it had been maybe 2 or 3 days and I wasn't feeling that itch, and I was like, that's really weird, I'm not feeling like I need to change my bag, which is obviously an amazing feeling, but I just couldn't believe it, because in my head kept saying to me, I should change my bag, I should change my bag, but I was like, but I don't feel like I need to, because it feels fine. And then after I changed it, after I think like 3 or 4 days, and I noticed when I looked at the base plate, there was no you know, feces around the plate, and I was like, oh my God, like, that's amazing. Like, how has it done that? That's incredible, because it had extended my usage time and just saved me, because, you know, as we were saying earlier, changing bags is not a very fun process, and it's something we all as ostomates dread. You know, anytime you change your bag, you think, oh God, I don't want to do it. I'll do anything not to change my bag, really, most of the time. I just haven't got the strength in me. So the fact that I was able to go for that long without having to do it was just like such a weight off of me. It was just such an amazing feeling, and it's something that now, you know, even now and again, I've tried to try other seals again, and I'm just like, no, I just can't. They just don't, they don't even compare. Like, they don't compare. I've tried loads of seals and none of them compare to the OstoForm, even though my stoma is quite a pointy stoma as well, so it's not like it's a flat stoma. It's not like it, you know, needs that extra convexity, but for some reason, just that the way it's been designed is just amazing. It just doesn't break down like other seals do.
Yeah, no, that's like what many people say to us as well. So like you said, you know, you don't have to have like a problematic stoma. It could be, you know, used for any type of stoma. And like, would you mind explaining what type of ostomy you have? Is it ileostomy or
Yeah, so I have an ileostomy, and actually when I first had my surgery done, I had an ileostomy formed, and I also had something called a mucus fistula formed as well. I'm not sure if anybody knows much about this, but other people watching may have experienced a mucus fistula. It's a separate opening that can be created during stoma surgery to allow other types of, I mean, I'm not an expert, but other types of fecal matter come out of it as well. So I had a hole next to my stoma, basically, which I also then had to wear a mini bag over. So I was wearing effectively 2 stoma bags after my surgery.
Wow.
So it was really hard in the early days to find a way to keep both, because they were so, like, literally the fistula was right next to the ileostomy. So it was so hard to get 2 bags to stick down and stay stuck on. I was having to change my bag, oh my God, like twice a day. It was an absolute nightmare, and coming up with new ways, like using loads of different tapes to like secure it all over myself. And I looked like a patchwork doll by the end of it all, but my mum used to have to help me. We were putting all kinds of stuff on to keep it all up on my stomach. But yeah, literally, like, you know, that's the great thing about all these innovations that are now coming onto the market, is things are getting easier for us. and for people that
Absolutely.
have complicated surgeries and not straightforward surgeries, and people who might have urostomy and ileostomy or colostomy and like a urostomy, you know, not everybody has just one stoma. There's lots of people who have 2 stomas. So you know, like these products are game changers. Definitely, they're making lives so much easier, and things are getting better all the time. It's just fantastic, really.
Absolutely. And how long had you had your stoma before you were introduced to the Palooza seal? Was it?
Not, I think maybe a year. I think it'd been a year, and I just remember that. Yeah, usually my regular changing time was kind of every day, or max every other day. I would never be able to go longer than that without having to change my stoma bag at all. And when I see people saying they were having they were able to wear their bag for so many days, I was like so envious. So I didn't understand how they were doing that. And then obviously now using the OstoForm, I tell people all the time, I'm like, oh my God, like you have to try this product, because genuinely it's just changed my life. Whenever I wear it, I don't have a leak unless I'm literally in bed all night and I don't wake up, don't go to the toilet. But if I'm just out and about in the daytime, touch wood, since using the OstoForm, not one leak when I've been out, not one. And it's been amazing.
And then, like, what would you say to people who, you know, because I'm sure there's many people that have the stoma and they're kind of afraid. They're interested in new products, but they're kind of afraid to try new products. What would you say to people, you know, who are kind of a little bit?
Yeah, it was mentioned earlier, but like, unless you try things, you just never know. Do you know what I mean? And it's easy to stick with the same old, but unless you're trying new things, how are you ever going to have anything out there is better? And as I said, like I would consider myself like not the most unlucky with my stoma bag, but I always thought to myself things maybe could be a little bit better. And just trying that product, I was like, if I'd never tried that, then I would never be where I am now. And if, you know, even with the Stomagienics thing as well, like if I don't try that, that could also boost my changing stuff. So, you know, why not try the latest innovations and make life so much easier for yourself? You know, that's the whole point of innovation.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for sharing, Holly. Again, you know, we do appreciate, we always follow you, and we, you know, love, you know, how you always share your stories and insights, you know, online. So thanks so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been so great listening and learning. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. I'm learning about new products here as well, and it's wonderful. So we can pass you back over to Danielle and Joe. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you both so much. Thank you.
There was a couple of comments there from people as well. So Marie, I think it was said, she uses the Palooza seal. Yeah, there it is. So,
and you do have, we do have one question on here real quick. We'll pop this on here since you guys have a little bit more time. How do you use this product if you don't use a ring?
If you don't use a ring, well, it is kind of like a ring. That's the difference. You know what I mean? It is essentially a barrier ring. I think it's just sometimes the name, the seal, barrier ring, you know, they're the same, but, you know, we're an Irish company. It was named the seal, but it is like a barrier ring. But we're given free samples. If you're not used to using rings, you know, you could just try them, order free samples, see how they work out for you. If it's not for you, you know, there's no obligation to order or anything. So
perfect. And the link, Stephen and everybody else who's watching, the link to the free samples is in the link tree. So just go and find that at the beginning of the threads and any of the platforms that we're on. And somebody also asked earlier about for Stomagienics about there being coupons. Our answer to that would be go ahead and try the free samples. We sent out a 3-pack in the US, a 2-pack if you're in Canada. And if you need a different size, we'll be happy to get you the different size that you need. So,
but thank you both so much. We'll bring you back at the end for more questions.
Thank you so much.
All right. That was amazing.
I know.
That was amazing.
I just so I've had my ostomy for 17 and a half years. My ostomy is almost an adult. We celebrated her sweet 16 last year, a year and a half ago. So that was fun. So I think of her as an entity in and of herself. But I really wish, I say that I have a picture of me in my 2007 hospital bed with my flip phone and all of my other 2007 items around me. But what I wish most was for all of these wonderful things. Because although I did have a pretty, I wouldn't say easy time with my ostomy at first, but it's a very much a learning curve. But these products are such, like, they're tools in your tool belt, right?
Absolutely.
Like, it's amazing. So everyone, if you you haven't tried these, go sample. Again, the sample links for those two are on the link tree. Go forth and find them. And we have another wonderful product and company up next.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yes. So our next presenter is Andrea Bago, and she is the founder and president of 10 Aces Med. 10 Aces Med LLC delivers consumer-focused silicone-based medical adhesive solutions that enhance wear time for ostomy barriers, wound dressings, and prosthetics. Committed to quality, reliability, and comfort, their mission is to empower individuals to live confidently, free from leaks. So without further ado.
Well, the further ado will be me doing technical work here.
Okay. There she is. We can find people, I promise. Welcome, Andrea. We're so excited to hear about this.
I am excited as well. A little terrified, but still very excited. Hi, Sierra. So like Danielle and Joe said, my name is Andrea. I'm the owner and operator of 10 Aces Med. We are a silicone-based medical adhesive spray. So if you need something to stick, we are the product for you. We come in two sizes, 100 mil and 50 mil. The great news is that both of them are TSA approved. So if you are traveling with 10 Aces, you don't have to check a bag, which is a great thing. We are FSA and HSA eligible. We are sweat proof and waterproof, and we have a 360-degree spray technology. So that means if you need to spray upside down, side to side, we can work for you. I'm gonna do a little live demo for you. What could go wrong? And we'll do a couple of the step-by-step instructions. So it's all pretty straightforward. Just remember, shake, spray, wait. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to shake the can because we want the propellant to be activated. So I'm just going to use a little cardstock here just to show you kind of the spray format. It's a direct spray. It's not a mist, so you can see how it comes out that way. In terms of applying it, there's a couple different ways that you can apply it depending on how you need to use it. So if you have edges that are lifting and you want to keep that product on for a little bit longer, my recommendation would be to grab a little cap, spray it in the cap, grab a little Q-tip, dab it on that way, put it on the edge, and or even just from the cap itself, it just gives you a bit of a more precise technique there. If you're doing a bag change and you know that you have an edge or an area that's always lifting on you, you want to be a little bit proactive, you can just spray it straight on there. Or if you want a heavy duty hold, then you just spray it completely on the entire flange there. And we always spray on the application. So now, or on the appliance. So now what we're going to do is we're going to wait. So we wait 3 to 5 minutes. I'm going to set my little timer. We wait because we want the solvent to completely dissolve or evaporate, I should say. So we want you to have that full power strength. I'm going to set my timer for when you're using our product. So a couple of fun little tidbits about 10 Aces. I started the company about 2.5 years ago. So I don't have an ostomy, but my husband does. He was born with spina bifida. And he had ostomy surgery 24 years ago when he was 20 years old. I just aged him. So he, I like to think, and like Danielle just said, I like to think of 10 Aces as a tool in someone's toolkit to help them feel like they're in control of their day. So my husband, one of the tools that he would use would be an adhesive spray. And when his product got discontinued, then I had the crazy idea of thinking, let's start a company and let's bring it back. So like I said, that's 2.5 years ago. He would use it pretty proactively. Though this is an old joke and I'm going to have to retire it soon. But the joke is that we are an active couple in the sense that Brock loves to be active and I love to hang out with Brock. So our day could be going for a long bike ride, jumping in the lake, jumping in the hot tub, being outside doing some yard work. Well, Brock's outside doing some yard work. I might be napping at that point, but he would use the spray on those days just to make sure that he didn't have to worry about anything. When it comes to travel, especially on travel days, you know, on an airplane is the last place that you want to have a leak. But even when you're on vacation, it's just something that you don't want to worry about. And we've been able to travel everywhere. A funny story that just kind of came to mind is we booked a trip for ourselves in February to go to Arizona in July. And I don't know what we were thinking in February when we thought about going to Arizona in July, but if you know anything about Arizona and what they went through this year, it was so hot that there was absolutely nothing that we could do except grab an umbrella, put it in the pool, have a couple Aperol spritzes and some rosé, and just sit in the pool all day. And so my husband, who was completely waterlogged like the rest of us, I remember him at the end of the day saying, "Thank you, 10 Aces," because he didn't worry. He didn't worry at all about just having a pool day with his friends and hanging out. But I know that there's a lot of people who deal with adhesion issues every single day, and it becomes this cyclical pattern of something's not sticking, then they get a leak, then they get skin breakdown, now their skin is broken down, you get a leak again, and it just becomes very cyclical. So that's where I think really 10 Aces can come in to help. Part of our mission is to really help change the individual mindset from patient to person. And what I mean by that is not feeling like you're limited from your ostomy, feeling like you're back in control of your day-to-day life. I got an email from someone a few months back, and it's just so impactful. Oh, we got our timer. Just let me finish my story and then we'll finish the demo. Who said, "Thank you so much for making this product. I was terrified to go to the grocery store." And so when you think about those types of limitations and what we were able to do and how we were able to help, it's so meaningful and it's so, so great. So now we've waited our 3 to 5 minutes, and if only we had a stoma model to help finish up the demo. Oh my God, we do. And thank you to Stomagieni, because I've never felt so comfortable with a stoma this close to my face. Isn't that incredible? It's great. And there you have it, guys. So now that's going to be in place. You can take a quick screenshot. This is a QR code for our 10 Aces Med website. You can check us out there, get some more information there. And I also just want to say we've got our 10 Aces hats that we sell on our website. 100% of the proceeds goes to 2 organizations. From our inception, I really wanted us to be a company that gave back. So we give back to Youth Rally, which is just such an incredible camp for kids with ostomies, and GLASA, which is an adaptive sports organization that really embraces everyone of all abilities to be able to play the sports that they wanted to do. So I'm super excited to have Sierra here with me, because she gave some incredible feedback about using our product and about her skin sensitivity issues. And I'd love for you to talk about it.
Yeah, the story with you guys is pretty funny because, again, I'm allergic to all adhesives. It doesn't matter what it is, I'm allergic to it. So when they first came to me and they're like, "Hey, try this out," I was like, "No way. I'm not putting more adhesives on. That's the last thing I need. I'll probably have a bad experience." But I got to meet them. I love going to conferences because it's like trick-or-treating. You get to go around to all the different booths, get all the samples and all the stuff. So while I was there, we did a little patch test. My skin didn't have a reaction at all.
Yeah.
At all. I was blown away. And again, don't knock it till you actually try it with products, just in general. And so I have to say that, like, as someone, I've been wearing pretty much the same bag for 17 years. And I thought, I've got a seal so good. Why would I need more wear time? Even though, like, I'm what do you call it? Liquid output, high output. So my problem is that it eats at that barrier really quickly, which is why I'm testing out the OstoForm. And yes, I'm noticing less skin breakdown because of it. But when I used your guys' adhesive, it felt like it was actually like cemented onto me. Like that sucker wasn't going anywhere. I felt like I could have gone skydiving without any protection, and I wouldn't have to worry that sucker was going to stay on there. And it does. It extends the wear time, and that's what all of us ostomates want. We want longer wear times. We want the skin to be healthy. We don't want it to react. We want it to, and for someone for like myself, who just has suffered for years of just trying to get my skin to be happy, I'm just blown away by this product. So again, everybody's got to give it a try. You don't know how well it's going to work for you until you try it.
I love that. Yeah. Well, and skin health is so important. And I know we've had so many people reach out that have said, "I've severe skin allergies. I have skin sensitivities. We just had someone reach out, Ostomy and stuff, and she was using it. Her little baby had a feeding tube and was using it on his face, and there was no reaction. And that baby skin is so sensitive. So every piece of feedback that we get where people had all of these anxieties and they're saying this is working for us and it's not causing any problems. I mean, we're here to create solutions and not cause problems. So I love hearing this feedback from people.
Yeah, I've enjoyed this product, and if you guys go online, you'll even see I sewed together a potty caddy for traveling. So in case you have to just do a change wherever you're at, and I made a little slot specifically for this. I got my Stomagieni right next to it, so that
I love it,
especially for traveling. Yeah, that's a great point. I use this every single time I know I'm going to be doing something where I'm going to be much more active than normal, and those edges, even after 4 or 5 days, they weren't even peeling up. Like I'm so used to them peeling up and getting dirty and stuff. No, pristine.
Yeah.
I had to use, that's why you guys got to do adhesive remover next. This stuff works so good. You got to have an adhesive remover to remove it.
Well, and the great news is too, for anyone, we work across all brands, and any remover that's out there can be used. It might be something that we're going to do in the future, but the great news is that all the removers that are out there, you can pick up one of those if you need it. I actually wore a mustache for Halloween, and I sprayed it on with my 10 aces. And then I was able to peel it back, and I had no post-stash irritation. So you are able to peel it off yourself, but for anyone who especially has skin sensitivities, I would recommend using a remover out there for anyone who's interested.
And I have to say, I thought it stuck so well, it's going to be terrible getting it off. No, as you say, the adhesive removers, it came off like I didn't add any adhesive to it. So I thought, oh man, this is going to hurt coming off. Nope, was not the case at all. It came off just like it normally would.
That's awesome. I love to hear it.
Sierra, I got to give her a little bit of embarrassment here. So here is Jake the Snake Roberts. She kept that mustache on from 2 in the afternoon till about 8 or 9 p.m. And someone at a party said, "How on earth is your mustache staying on?" My Hulk Hogan mustache fell off after about 10 minutes. And Andrea said, "Adhesive is what I do."
I mean, he didn't have to show that picture. I did say I had a mustache on, but that's fine.
That picture gave me life. And hold on, I have another special person to bring to the stage. Hold on. We got Teresa, and she's rocking the merch.
Hey!
Yeah, baby.
Love it.
Absolutely. 10 aces for life.
Awesome.
I love it.
I love it.
I
Well, thanks
love
for
it.
the opportunity. This is a lot of fun.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Wonderful presentation. We had some great comments in there. I don't know if you saw, we had a great testimonial here. We popped up. Lots of people enjoyed your presentation, and also looking forward to trying out the product. So.
That's great. Love to hear it.
That's right. And where can they get this from?
So you can go to 10acesmed.com. We're also on Amazon, but we've got all of our information on 10acesmed.com for how to order.
Excellent. Fantastic.
And can I also say too, we just started a TikTok shop. So we are,
nice.
Yes. So it's a learning process, because I think we are maybe too old to understand this, but we are on TikTok, and we do have a TikTok shop. So check us out there.
Well, double bagging it. TikTok's going to go find you guys later. So awesome.
Love it.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much.
All right. Thank you both so much. Wonderful presentation. Oh my gosh, so many incredibly delightful treats out there for us Ostomists. Or if you just need a mustache for a fun
I need a mustache.
A fun outfit.
I can't grow facial hair very well. All I can get to is just like a dirty face, and it bothers me. I hate it because I don't like scruff. I don't like
a dirty face,
and I hate shaving. So now I've waited too long to get electrolysis because it's turning gray.
We have gone off. We are gone off on a tangent, and
all because of Jake the Snake Roberts.
I can't come back from this tangent, but that's okay.
Well,
that's okay.
I need to add another laugh in here.
Okay.
This is just going to be a random joke from the joke book. This may make Danielle angry. She gets angry at stupid jokes. She's angry at me a lot.
Everyone is just wondering why we're best friends. Okay, go on.
All right. This one. What are the smelliest letters in the alphabet?
Come on, Joe. Just give it to him.
Yeah, well, it's
I already know this.
But I have to tell you, The first time I read this joke, I didn't know the answer.
And I made fun of him for like 2 weeks.
Of course, it's P and U.
P-U.
Yeah.
Guys, listen, come to any of our platforms anytime. There's nothing but dumbness and shenanigans.
Yeah.
No, I take it back. We have good information.
We do.
And some advocacy.
As exampled by today. We have lots of great information.
All right, but we digress. We have our final. How did we get to the end of the hour so quickly? I don't know how it happens. Fun, that's how it is. Fun with friends. But next up is Corsinel.
Yeah, Bruce Johnson, the consultant, will be presenting for Corsinel. Corsinel creates a range of ostomy and hernia garments by Tytex that are designed and developed to reflect many different medical requirements and lifestyles for ostomates. The essence of it is to ensure that the ostomate can lead an active life without impediments. We develop and manufacture high-end hernia belts, female briefs, male boxers, hernia compression belts, and ostomy belts with the purpose of helping to ensure just that, to create better healthcare together.
Excellent. And with us today is Meghan Brown, one of my favorite humans. Meghan Carey Brown, also known all over the world as EMC_Brown, is a wife, mother, and patient advocate devoted to normalizing the stigma of living with an ostomy. A longtime Crohn's patient, Meghan had surgery for a permanent ileostomy 8 years ago when she learned that her colon had become precancerous. Meghan viewed ostomy surgery as her second chance at life and has found coping through positivity, awareness, and education. Today, she is a mother of two and is passionate about sharing her life with an ostomy, including her experience of pregnancy with a stoma. In her free time, Meghan enjoys spending time with her family, traveling, and a cup of afternoon coffee. She also enjoys connecting with other patients like herself through her social media channels.
Excellent. So let's bring in, we have Bruce and we have Meghan.
Welcome to you both. Yay. I love seeing all of our friends. And I feel like we're a little Brady bunch of friends. Awesome.
All right, Marcia. Well, thank you. This has been a phenomenal program, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. And Meghan's a rock star here to talk about Corsinel, but I was thrilled when the folks at Tytex reached out and asked me to kind of do a quick little intro. As Joe and Danielle shared, Tytex has got a long history of helping people post-surgery, specifically in ostomy and other areas, great garment business. But they reached out when they started coming to the U.S. and asked how Stomagienics has been successful in getting launched. And it turned into a wonderful relationship. And I've gotten to know the folks there, and they have a really deep experience with ostomy garments. And what I didn't know is that they really have had a booming business around the globe. They did over 150,000 units last year. So you may not have heard of them, but thrilled to have them coming into the U.S. And they've been actively pursuing information from ostomates and WOCNs over the last year. And they've got some really exciting products that Meghan's going to talk about. But the one that got me really excited when they started developing this customizable hernia belt, because it is customizable by the individual, and it doesn't take the 3 weeks or so to order one. So you're going to really enjoy hearing about that. But they have launched a U.S.-based logistics and customer service program, and they've got some great experience. You're going to see that they've thought of everything when it comes to hernia and generally support garments. So they're really excited about being in the business. I'm thrilled to have them coming into the U.S. and started spending time with them over the last year. This is an exciting line of products. So what I'm going to do is turn it over to the rock star, and Meghan will tell you all about the Corsinel products.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Bruce. And hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here and to partner with Corsinel. This is extremely exciting because they have been wildly successful over in Europe, and they're getting ready to come to the US, and it's going to be a force. So we're first going to talk about their belt with panel. That's what Bruce was discussing as far as the hernia belt. And what is so incredible about this belt is, just as he said, you're not going to have to wait 3 weeks, a month to have this belt fitted to your body. You, the patient, can personalize it yourself. And so when this belt comes to you, it comes with a little template, and it has a cuttable panel. I'm going to show a belt really quickly. It has a panel on it that you actually cut yourself. You just put that template right on top, measure it according to your ostomy bag, cut it, and you're ready to go. You're ready to wear this. It is a maximum support belt. Here it is. I have one that's already been cut. It is a maximum support belt to help with hernias. It has 4-way stretch. It is extremely soft. And what I also love is that it also has some silicone at the top and at the bottom so that it's anti-slip. But it's truly incredible how sleek these ostomy belts feel. They're not bulky. I know personally, I always worry about putting more layers on top of my ostomy because as an ostomy, I don't want to have this big bulky bag sticking out. And so it's so refreshing to find a support belt that is sleek. It's not this huge thick layer. But yeah, it is incredible. This belt is billable, and it can be found at Medical Monks, and a lot more DMEs are coming on board as we're coming into the US. So I guess we can head over to the StomaSafe Plus belt. So the StomaSafe Plus belt is right here. This is more of your lifestyle belt. It is an all-in-one unit. It can work with a 1-piece bag. It can work with a 2-piece system. Within the belt, it also has a little hole, probably hard to see because I chose to use the black belt, but it has a little hole that your ostomy bag just slides right into to kind of keep it off your skin. But again, extremely fitting and slimming, but the stretch is incredible. This is a size small and the stretch just like blows my mind, but very high quality material and breathable. It's not itchy, it's not irritating your skin, and I think most importantly, you can just live a normal active lifestyle. You know, you're not having to worry about your ostomy bag. You have this on and it feels secure. This particular one, the StomaSafe Plus, is a light support. So again, it's that like lifestyle belt. This is not for hernia use, but it just gives that extra boost of confidence and support you may need. I know I, especially after surgery, wish I had known about something like this, but I did not have the best ostomy education prior to surgery, and immediately after, I didn't know all these things existed. And so I truly feel like if I had known about something like this, I would have returned to my normal life so much sooner than I did. These belts are available through cash pay. You can find them on Amazon, as well as through Medical Monks. But yeah, this is just a really exciting time for Corsinel. They're getting ready to come to the US and take it by force. I know that Sierra has tried some of these belts, as have I. And I would love to get her opinion on that. Hey, Sierra. Hey there. So yes, I'm actually in love with the StomaSafe Plus version, the one that you guys see right there, because it has 2 layers and that bottom layer is holding onto your bag. Most of the time you get like the bandos or you get like a little strip. It just ends up wiggling its way up or wiggling its way down, usually up. But I actually got blessed with the hourglass figure, and most things they have to be stretchy to fit me right, or else they'll be too baggy in one area and too tight in the other. And I went on a hike. We have a lot of trolls here. I live in the Pacific Northwest. So I was going troll hunting the other day, going on a nice long hike. And I didn't have to adjust it once. And it was perfect because it also helped keep in like heat. It's getting colder outside. I love the heat that comes off of a bag. So it keeps you warm in the winter. And then I love so the other one that's more full support. What I love about that, I've got a lot of health conditions, and one of those conditions I have is called POTS. And most of us are prescribed, basically, we have to wear compression wear from our toes all the way up to our stomach. And how are you going to wear compression wear when you have an ostomy bag? That's a little bit hard.
Yeah.
With this, I discovered I can get a nice tight fit without it being too tight, but that compression that I need to help keep my pots, all those flares as low as possible. So it's like I got hernia protection and I get to help treat my pots. So it's like a 2-for-1. I love it.
Yes, absolutely. And I love that, you mentioned the compression side of it, but at the same time, it doesn't constrict the stoma flow. Like you're not going to have to worry about anything getting squished, but it's form fitting and it's stretchy enough and it's super breathable. I'm so glad that you have had such a wonderful experience, because as have I, and it's kind of something I just want to like scream about. But I'm curious, so trying these products, have you felt like it has given you like a little confidence boost, especially going on the trails? I know I personally, yes. And like I had said, I wish 8 years ago I had known about something like this, because, I went into surgery. I knew what an ostomy was, but basically blind to the accessories and kind of what life was going to be like. And so I would have given anything to known about this and return to normal life sooner and find that confidence. That's something that took me a really long time. So I'm curious your take on that.
Yeah, I'm so grateful that now is the day of technology, the age of technology. We can all find things faster. We can get people's opinions faster. And I love the community support. I feel like one of the things I loved about the Stoma Safe Plus one, the one that's a little bit lighter, is that, yes, exactly. It's going to cover and hold down your bag without restricting it. So it's not going to cut down on your wear time because it's so tight. But for a confidence boost where I didn't expect it was, I love to just wear my sweats at home. But if you have an ostomy bag and you're trying to get chores done, well, it can get a little crinkly. It makes a lot of noise. Slimer definitely lets me know he's there. And so I normally wouldn't wear this at home in my sweats, but I put it on and it just made everything so quiet. And I could concentrate on what I needed to do. And so it's like just the little things that add up and make a big difference overall. But yes, especially hiking, I felt really good in that, especially because it wasn't hiking up my waist the whole time. It just stayed perfectly in place, which I wasn't expecting it to do that without silicone. So I was really happy with that.
Absolutely. I agree. And I've tried so many other belts, and it is so frustrating constantly just having to like tug down and put them into place. And at that point, it's like, what's the use of even wearing a belt? I'm just fiddling with my ostomy bag the entire time. And it looks so obvious that there's something going on down there. So yeah, absolutely. The fact that they stay in place, like living an active lifestyle, doing all the things. Yeah, I agree. So and Bruce is back.
Oh, I was gonna say one more thing real quick.
Go ahead.
Instructions, because I'm a bad girl, and I discovered that little pocket at the bottom. And I love that you can tuck your bag into the little pocket at the bottom and it never slips out. It just stays in place.
Yes, and that totally reminds me. That reminds me of something I didn't even touch on, but especially for the hernia belt, the belt with panel, I love it. Actually has a little pocket right here for ease of putting it on, essentially. And you can just open it up and stick your hand in. And when you're putting it on and wrapping it around, it's to get like the best, tightest fit, possible that you need for the hernia support. So it's just little details like that I absolutely love that make life so much easier. But yes, definitely Corsinel is coming, and they're coming by storm.
Fantastic. Thrilled to hear the conversation, and I'm not surprised that you two, who are users of the products, are impressed, because I was blown away by how well they've thought through all the details in working with the team over the last few months. So, but we did have a couple questions, and I wanted to emphasize something. Somebody asked, what sizes is it available in? They've got 6 sizes from small all the way to 3XL. So, excited to share that news. Also, I wanted to tell you folks that, as Meghan shared, it's available through Medical Monks. I'm speaking specifically of the belt with panel. But I would encourage you guys to ask for the product everywhere you buy your supplies. That's what helped Stomagienics in the beginning. When we started out, we had no distribution through anybody, but it was Ostomates asking for our product that got the attention of the Byrams and the Edge Parks and all of the DMEs across the country. And that really does make a big difference when you're asking for products. So as you ask for these, especially on the reimbursable side, ask for the product and let them know that you'd like to have access to this product, and you'll be surprised at how well these companies will follow through and get the product available to you.
Yeah, I would say that was
That's
a
a great
shocking
tip.
Ostomate was,
Yeah, I would.
they're all the same products everywhere. No, that's not the case.
Yeah.
You got to be loud. You got to let them know what you want.
It's so true. And back to the point I think Holly made earlier of it's so important just to try things as an ostomate, because not everything is the same. And there's so many new innovations coming out. And again, like with the Corsinel belts, the attention to detail and tiny little things that just make life so much easier is what is so appealing to me. So yeah, definitely. That was a great point to make, Bruce. I would have never even thought about that.
Wonderful. You guys shared some really fun stuff, and this whole program's been fun. Joe and Danielle, take it away.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. That's exciting. We love a new product. We love a new product.
And we're all going to stay here because I think we're going to bring everybody back in now, Danielle.
Yep, I think so. I think so.
We're going to wrap up here, but we're going to take some questions, and if there are some questions out there for any of our presenters today. See who all is here.
I think Holly is there. She's coming back. She's back.
There we
are. Are we all present and accounted for?
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so funny. We have all these little squares and all these things moving. And with two of us, we still can't keep it under control. But hopefully it looks good.
Excellent. Well, a big round of applause for all of you.
Yes.
Wonderful presentations. Thank you all for being a part of this, our first ever Laugh and Learn. This has been fun and educational. I've enjoyed the day.
I have as well. And I think we had some questions that we went back to. We may have already shared.
Yeah, some of these questions may be redundant, but I kind of want to touch on the one someone had asked during the Stomagienics presentation about, do you have coupons? And you mentioned Stomagienics, you have free samples. Can I go across the board and just everyone kind of touch on that
or just where
how and where to get your products?
Yeah, just a quick rundown.
We'll start in the order. Stomagienics, you've already stated, I guess, and I'll pop up.
I'll let Teresa.
Yeah, we do offer free samples. Just send an email to info@stomagienics.com or samples@stomagienics.com, and we will get you three samples out to try, and Sierra will follow up, and we can talk about what happens afterwards.
Excellent.
All
right, Maureen.
Yeah, so if you're interested in free samples, you can fill out a form on our website, click the free sample button, and then we'll get them out to you ASAP.
Awesome. And Maureen, where in what markets are you guys? I know you're in the US, you're in the UK. Are there others?
Yeah, so we're in the US, UK, Ireland, Canada. The seal has just become available. The 2-piece pouch will be available. Actually, I want to touch on that quickly. As the gentleman asked about where can they try these? How can they try these if they don't wear a ring? I should have pointed out that the actual technology is within the 2-piece pouch as well. So try the 2-piece pouch if you're reluctant to try a ring. So yeah, we're in various countries across Europe, such as France, Poland, Germany would be getting in there soon, Denmark, Netherlands, various countries. But yes, the 2-piece pouch has now just become available within the UK, coming soon in Canada. If you're interested just in finding out where the product's available, click the Order Now button on our website and you'll see a list of how you can get your hands on it and where it's available.
Excellent. Thank you. And Andrea.
So at this time, we give out samples to clinicians, but because of this event, if you reach out to us this weekend, then we might just be able to get a sample out to you. So for any end users out there, reach out this weekend. You can reach out on socials. Our email is stickwithus@10acesmed.com. But for the most part, it's just that we're giving out.
Excellent. Excellent. And might I suggest if they reach out that they put DBI laugh and learn in the subject line?
Yeah, there we go.
help
There we go,
us
yeah.
segregate it. Yeah.
There we go. Awesome.
Excellent.
All right. And Bruce for Corsinel.
Yeah, great question. On the Corsinel side, there's opportunity to get product in the hands of clinicians, DMEs, and so forth. Just reach out, use the link tree and reach out, and we'll make sure that we can answer your questions and get you product as necessary.
Excellent. And do we have any other questions that came in? We have one just a thank you that we can read off.
Yeah, there's a great thank you. Yeah, thanks for the introduction for you all, and it's on the screen. I don't necessarily need to read it to everyone. That's great. And lots of great comments. People have enjoyed hearing about all of your wonderful products today. And there is one question here I just want to address real quick because it popped up during Corsinel, and I don't know if it was answered already. I just wanted to touch on it.
Yes, he answered that.
He did say that. I'm sorry.
Yes, it is available, and 6 sizes up to 3XL, and of course they're adjustable as well.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, well,
Alrighty.
This has been a wonderful day. I don't think does anyone have anything else to share? If not, we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, you guys head to the link tree. I think we're going to put the link tree up in our bio, so on our Instagram.
I'm gonna say goodbye to everyone and pull everyone else out, and we'll wrap it up.
All right,
Cool.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
excellent.
like it. Hold
Thank
on.
you, everyone.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Oh, look at all of our friends leaving us. All righty.
Yeah.
But yeah, super, super, super awesome time. Super exciting to see this. Find everything that you can want to know about all the companies, all the great advocates that have been on, all in that link tree. So I think that's it. Any questions you can put into the comments. Everyone will be kind of checking them out on all 3 platforms. And we'll get any questions to the companies if we only see them. Make sure they get answered.
Absolutely. And until next time, I've been Joe.
And I've been Danielle.
And keep rocking out.
With your bags out.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. Our DBI Live 2025 schedule is now open.
If you are a patient, clinician, nonprofit, or business that would like to take part in a DBI Live, please drop us an email at doublebaggingit@gmail.com.